Whew. So we're back. We're back at it again. And last time we left off, we were about halfway done loading the pod up. And now it's a little more full. So it's nutty how full it's gotten. Oh gosh! The last door. So yeah, a little more full. So we're gonna pull this out. Like some of this is actually going in the back of a big Honda right here, but is gonna be loaded up. So today, which this is kind of bittersweet because I thought I would be doing this when I had something else to put everything in, but we are on the good old work wagon, good old Chesterino. So all of this stuff in here that we have, come on keys, that we have, which is a lot. There's a lot of detail junk in here. So all that detail stuff and that big old mamma jamma, the water tank, all that we're going to be putting in Home Depot style black and yellow totes so we could load up, and then we can just de-sticker that, give it a decent bath, and we can get rid of it and give it back to who it belongs to. And it's crazy that we're at that point now. Like, we are T-minus Saturday, Sunday, Monday from getting out of our house, and so 3 days away we'll be done in our home that we've been at for almost 8 years. And then in 5 to 6 days, we will officially be on the road going to our new destination of Florida. And it's an emotional thing for me. Right here has been my home, been the first home I've ever had, and I think I said that in the last one too, but it's been the first place I've ever called home in my 33 years of living. We bought it when I think I was like 25, 26, and yeah, it's a really, really emotional thing for me. Like, and not even as a sense of like, oh, well, darn, we can't keep it or anything, but I mean, when we bought this place, it was nothing like it is now. It wasn't as pretty as it is, it wasn't as clean as it is, it wasn't nice as it is, it wasn't anything compared to what it is. And then like the fact that I've lived 33 years and it took me till I was about 25 to actually have my first ever home is pretty crazy to me. So that's where kind of the emotion comes in for me, and it kind of chokes me up a little bit when I think about it. Like, I've had a few moments recently looking at my daughter's room that has kind of made me emotional, but I mean, it needs to happen. It needs to happen for the business sake, for my sanity's sake, because yeah, this has been my home for 8 years, but for the last 10 or 15 I haven't really been a happy individual as far as living. And could be because of the seasonal depression, could be because I just expect so much more out of myself in life, but this is the big move and it needs to happen. And so that's where we are today. And today we are unloading Chester, which is what I named it because it's a creepy white windowless van. We're going to take all the detail stuff out, put it in totes, pull the water tank out, maybe put it in the back of Rhonda back there. Maybe she might fit back there. I don't know, because it would be nice to have a couple 100 gallons of fresh water, because we're not always going to have hookups. We're not always going to have water pumped into our tank or anything like that. So this is just kind of a bigger deal for me, I guess you could say. So I'm super excited about starting this. So I'm going to go grab these totes and we away. And God, I should probably give this a bath before we leave, but I don't really care. Yeah, like all these TVs, like we have these two TVs, there's another little TV, we have our big TV up on our wall. Still have so much stuff to move in and move out. And these totes are going to be the beginning of it. Get all down there. I'm gonna get a phone like this. So that little shelf right there, that wasn't there when we moved in. I built that so we had extra storage, because this house did not have storage. Because in the 50s, when this place was built, there's no such thing as storage apparently. So that's kind of one of the bigger things I did in the garage, because it was just so needed and it was so important for us to have, is more storage. Put that down. It's up. So everything's kind of janky in this van. You gotta pull the handle down, open it up, grab a bungee cord. We're gonna hook it to the door here. Oh, dang it. We're filming, baby.
You're not filming?
Yeah, I got the phone ready recording. Yeah, we're recording loading the van.
I'm not loading the van.
Yeah, we're gonna unload it and put it in the pod box. Yeah, she's at the point where she's playing with her little slinky dog, Hot Bippy. Trouble, she named it Trouble. But yeah, she's been having a really good time finally helping us load. She helped load pretty much the Pia's here all the way, so she's loaded from about here over. So excited about it and kind of ramrodded in here. Hold on, honey. So yeah, I'm gonna unload all this and then start on the van because like the little things. I know we gotta put your bed in, huh?
Yeah, but it doesn't have room in it.
We're gonna fit it in, I promise you. And if not, we can put it in the back of Rhonda.
Yeah.
If we need to.
Yeah, and then I'll go to sleep and then.
Maybe, you never know.
Well, when we go to Florida.
Oh yeah.
We're having our adventure.
Yes, we're going on.
Oh, and don't forget Trevor's coming.
Yeah, of course he's coming. You gotta love a 5-year-old, almost 5-year-old. So this is kind of gonna be my dream come true and kind of her early birthday present. And we're actually gonna celebrate.
And the word trouble. I'm gonna sleep in the trailer.
Yeah, and I think Alex already showed up, but we'll probably show that before we leave, like how Alex did the whole trailer up. But yeah, no, she's excited. We're actually gonna celebrate her birthday this weekend with her family, and then when weekend does Florida, we're gonna celebrate again because that's when her actual birthday will be. So it'll be about 2-3 weeks in Florida, and then we can celebrate her 5th birthday. So it's gonna be super exciting. So I'm gonna set this up for a time lapse, and we're gonna start unloading the van. So here we go. Before we start the time lapse, this is kind of a thing that I'm picking up on for chemicals to transport them, because a lot of companies will just put them in cardboard boxes and send them to you. Sometimes they crack open. I am using garbage bags, and we're gonna line it in here in these totes, the ones that need it, so chemicals don't spill. Because 1, that's gonna be really annoying to clean up, but 2, that is a lot of money that I don't want to waste. So we're gonna actually first, real quick, actually we'll just pull this out, grab this hose right here. Maybe if it wants to come out, it always gets hooked up. I always have a little mental brain fart whenever I'm at a customer's house and that happens, because it's the most annoying thing in the world. Come on, come on, come on. Let's try the other hand. There we go. So much easier when you're writing. You have to use your right hand, huh? So I'm just gonna open this up, let it all drain out. Kick it that way. So we're draining a bunch of water out because, I mean, even with only like 30 gallons in that tank, which is about it right there, is so heavy. So I'll let that drain out, and then we'll start the time lapse and show kind of the unloading and stuff. So it should be interesting. I might find a lot of cool stuff. Who knows? Boom. She's empty. We also were able to fill up those 8 little jugs right there. So got a hairbrain. I think I already mentioned it. There's a chance. Slim chance, but there's a chance we could be able to fit that water tank in the back of Rhonda. Now, I don't measure stuff or anything. I kind of try it first. Plus, that tank weighs like maybe 30 pounds empty. But I think it might fit back there. Like, I'm going to move that right there, obviously. But it might fit just perfect to where we could actually shove a hose in the front of it and fill the tank up. So I think I'm going to continue digging stuff out, kind of putting stuff in totes-ish, sort of. I'm going to clean out some of the empty bottles and stuff. So there's no reason to throw them away because they're still good. Like, if they were broken, I'd chuck them, but they're still pretty good bottles. So I think that way it'll all make kind of sense. But I'm going to clean out, pull all this stuff out. That's a lot of crap when you look at it through the screen, through the camera. But clean all this out, pull it all out, undo these ratchet straps, which this wasn't the safest way to do this, because this tank fully loaded is like 2,800 pounds, I want to say. So I had 4 hooks I screwed into the floor. I put 2 in the front and 2 in the back, and they were both rated, quote unquote, for 600 pounds a piece. So simple math, it should hold it, and I would have it filled all the way to the top. Like, I'd have it filled all the way up here past the like I would have it overflowing, like way up here. I'd have it like overflowing with water sometimes. So, and 1, the van held it, but 2, it never moved. I mean, once one of the straps got loose, but it never really moved. So we might get lucky and it might fit. That way we could put in like, 150 gallons of water, fill it up halfway with water. That way, after the tank and the trailer's done, that would be money. So I'm gonna, now this is where the time lapse will start. And so then we're gonna go through it and see what happens. We might be okay, might not, who knows? Well, here we go. All right, so setting stupid time lapse up on a phone is a whole lot harder than on a GoPro, but look at that, she moves. So there's still a little smidgen of water in there, but also this thing's been in here for 5 years, almost 5 years. So we're gonna pull it forward a little bit. One more time. And then put your foot there. And all that extra, like you can't, oh, I don't even have it open. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm used to having a kickstand with the GoPro, but oh no, we've had some computer issues, so I have to do everything but, okay. See, there's a lot of extra water in there, so we're gonna let that drain out, and then I'm probably gonna get Alex out here to help me unload. But yeah, I filled up all those jugs. There's barely any in there, and when you tilt it, there's a bunch more. So we're gonna let this all drain out, and then I'll pick this back up. Boom, look at it go. Water in the pavement. Yeah, this thing is such a lifesaver, because I used to have a 30-gallon tank, and now this is a 300-gallon tank. So with this thing's fully loaded, I mean, you can get, I could do about 20 cars, 25 cars with it, with how much my pressure washer uses. So it wasn't too bad. Plus it's clean enough you could drink it. So she's almost done draining all the way out. There's still going to be a little bit in there, but I mean, that's kind of a good size comparison on how big that tank is. So I'm going to see if the wife is done, and then I'm going to have her help me grab this and throw it in the back of the truck, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Rhonda, that was a no-go. But this, it barely fit with clearance. We got all that space left. She's eating pizza, but so she's not really helping. But yeah, all that space left. That is astonishing that it fit. I was kind of nervous. I didn't, but if I had to, I would have. But now I can kind of focus on the van, knock that out. Hopefully have it all done today. And those totes we're actually going to put in the back of that truck, because that truck's going to be sitting at the mother-in-law's house. No, Leaf, yeah. And so we're going to put those in there, so I'm not really worried about any of that. So like, we only have a little bit left in the house, so this is money. So we'll get back to toting and filling and unloading the van. So I guess another time lapse. Side note, before we start the time lapse, look at all the space this van had in it. I didn't realize how much that tank took up. I mean, I did, but I didn't. And you can see like the watermark from where it's been sitting. You can see it all around. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of room for activities till I put that big ass tank in there. Yeah, check it out. Now we're gonna start yanking all this out and putting it in totes, and I stripped over that. So we're gonna line these with those big garbage racks, because I took that garbage rack thing from FedEx because they use it to wrap their packages up in the rain. That's what we'd always use. So we're gonna line this tote up, we're gonna line all that up, and then we're gonna stack them in there. So there's a leak, we don't have to worry about it. I mean, all this stuff is pretty solid on top, and like I said, all these are actually gonna go, all these totes of chemicals are actually gonna go in my other truck, my little truck, my Colorado, that my daughter named Leaf. So we're gonna do that, load that up, and then that stuff can just kind of sit till we buy a house and I fly back up and grab it. So that's going to be a whole nother adventure, because I'll be by myself. So we'll see how that all works out. Well, that's basically what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of going, so I don't really want to put too much of it in, because it's just going to be a lot of the same stuff. But all these empty bottles here, they're still good bottles. I'm keeping them, but this is just easier to put all the chemicals back to where they belong. But that's basically how we're going to do it. We're just going to line it up, put these over it. So these are leak proof, but if anything does leak and there's happens to be a crack, doesn't spill out. That's kind of the gist of what's going on. This way I can put all these in like a bag or a box or something, so it's a lot lighter for us or whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be kind of how it goes. And there's gonna be a lot of that. I can't even stand up in here, which is why I wanted to get a trailer so bad, so I could actually stand up and have everything more accessible. And honestly, I'm gonna put a bathroom in one too, so that'll be a video in the future, of course. But that's basically all what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna get all this loaded up, and then I'm gonna put my truck over back there. I might leave all this in here tonight, and then in the morning I'll put everything in my other truck, because I think it's going actually out to my in-laws tomorrow. Yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of rinse and repeat, cycle through, and then I'll just pick this up. Got to show off what the truck looks like, fully loaded. I'm not just loading the truck, but you never know. Some people might want to see how it's stacked in. But that's what I'm working with today, and you can tell I'm a little out of breath. So maybe from being hunched over. This isn't hard work, and also I'm just kind of fat. But you know, that's pretty much all what we are doing here tonight, because it's like what, 7:30 I think. So I've got a few more. I'm gonna probably do another hour of this, and then I'm gonna call off for the night, and then probably wake up early and finish it off. But that's the gist, man. This is exciting stuff. I've got more stuff to pack up in the house too, so this is kind of one project I really wanted to take care of. This is the biggest for me, for the house and everything, packing up. That was simple. This is gonna be the most pain in the butt process, was just dealing with all these chemicals and everything. And I probably should put on gloves, because I noticed my hands are burning from like the wheel cleaner, because it's acidic. So I'm gonna just continue cranking away on this, and I'm gonna pick this up in the morning and kind of show you what the final product is of everything out of this thing, and then we'll give this a bath, and then Sunday take it back to where it belongs, so I don't have to look at this thing again. So I mean, it's been a good rig, but it's time for a change, and it's a big change coming. So I'm excited, because once we get to Florida, after we get our house and I get to Colorado back down there, I think getting a trailer might be one of like the first things I do, so I have it set up and ready to go, so I can start weekends with it. But yeah, this is pretty much all what I'm doing tonight, is just emptying chemicals from little bottles, from the little guys to the big guys to the totes. And I've got 4 totes to fill, so yeah, it's gonna be a process. I'm already beat, but I gotta keep going, so I am gonna pick this up and show off the finished product in the morning. And there you have it. All of the detail stuff, chemical wise, is in the back. And yes, it's a tiny ass truck, especially since I put the toolbox in. That's really ruined whatever space I had. We're gonna put 2 more 5 gallons of chemicals in here, but it's got the spray bottles that are empty, the buckets, which that might go in the pod box. But I got 4 totes full of stuff, tools and everything. Pressure washer, the degreaser, the jug of degreaser. I could put some more stuff back there. And this is the astonishing part here, is this. I don't remember it being this empty. And all what I gotta do up front, I wonder if I locked it. All I gotta do up front is, oh, I didn't lock it, yay. Is yank those stickers off, yank those ones off, do kind of a little wipey wipe on the interior, give it a bath, and pull all of these stickers off. And then when that's all done, I'll time lapse that. I'll probably do that in the morning, and that'll be the end of it. And you'll see the final product, and then she'll be ready to go back to where she belongs. Man, I just can't believe all the crap that was in here. I mean, I knew I'd fill some totes up, but I didn't think I'd fill 4 totes up, a bucket, a crate, and barely have room for anything. I knew I wouldn't have room back here for anything, but this is nuts. How much stuff is in the back of this thing. And these totes are as full as I can get them. But that's just what I had. Literally had everything, and I have the pressure washer gun right there, and then in the pod, which I might change this out and just put all the pressure washer shit in the back of the truck. But I have it hanging. Goes up out of the way. These are all the detail rags, which for some reason the air's coming back in it, but that's all the detail rags. It's like an extra large like vacuum bag. So 2 vacuums to put in, some bikes, miscellaneous stuff in the house. But yeah, we're there. We are there. So tomorrow when I pick this up, we'll do a little video of cleaning it off. Actually, screw it, we'll make that a whole video. But so we're part of the way there, and I've been working on this all day. I thought it was gonna take me like an hour. It took me like 3 hours. But yeah, that is all for this video. So tomorrow I'll be at the car lot giving this thing a bath, pressure washing the inside, dolling it up, pulling stickers, and giving it back. So I hope y'all are along for this journey. It's going to be a fun one. I appreciate any support I get. Doesn't matter if you watch it morning, noon, or night, or if you click on it then you click off because you're like, I don't watch this ugly dude talk. I appreciate it. Get ready for the next probably month's worth of videos because they're all going to be pretty. I think it's all going to be really fun. If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is just awesome. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.